Hello, I'm your nurse today. I'm Ali. I just want to reassure you that there's nothing to be embarrassed about. This is obviously a routine check, but if we do find anything today, I promise you it's confidential. It will not go past this room, alright? So if we do find anything in your hair, obviously that will stay between me, you, and obviously your parents, who I'll have to write to and inform them that you need treated. Okay, so I'm just going to be going through your hair gradually, layer by layer, and I've got a number of tools that I'll be using in your hair to look through. I will be wearing gloves and apron for this, so honestly don't be embarrassed, I promise you. I've seen a lot of things in my life. I'm not shy of Lice too, so let me just put my apron on. And my gloves, and we'll begin, okay? Just tie my apron up so it doesn't fall off. Can't find it. Okay, got it. Alright, so that's that. Let me just roll my sleeves up too. Just get some gloves out. Have you ever had lice in the past? You haven't? Alright. Have you been experiencing any itching of the scalp lately? Around the ears, the nape of the neck? These tend to be the places that we find lice the most. Just at the bottom of here and around the ears. Have you experienced any of that before? I've had slight itching. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give your hair a slight brush first, okay? I do use a clean brush every time, so I'll only use this brush on you, so that it doesn't get contaminated if you do have any lice in there. Okay. You have lovely long hair. You are going to be a bit of a challenge for me, especially with you having dark hair. So it's a little bit more challenging when someone has dark hair and I have to try and find these. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to begin to clip your hair up into sections. So let me just clutch the bottom layer of your hair. I'm just going to clip up the rest. This just makes it easier for me to see. me just look. Yes. I'm just looking for signs of any sort of dandruff or looking areas. Sometimes dandruff can be mistaken for eggs, so have to be sure that it is just dandruff. Brush through this. I might have to spray your hair just to make it a little easier to go through. I have a very, very fine brush. Okay. Let's have a look. You have so much hair that it gets really knotty really fast. I have hair like that too. Right, let's have a look. Just look behind the ear just to see if I can find anything under my head. Okay, this side looks good. We just have a look on this side and then we'll get on to the next layer. Alright, let me just get some of that spray. Get the ear. I will just scratch your head ever so gently, just to loosen up the skin and see what's what. Right. Let's see. Alright. Okay, so it looks quite clear there. Alright. So you haven't got anything in the usual areas, but that's not to say that there's not something hiding in there still. We've got to be sure, we've got to check every inch of your hair, which you have a lot of. Right, let me just part the next layer. Okay, get the comb, just layer it out. Set it there. Alright. I'm just going to pin that forward for you. It might be a little bit in your eyes, but I promise I won't be too long in each section. Okay. So I'm just going to use my longer sticks for your hair because they're kind of easier to use than my fingers sometimes. Alright. Thank you for being so patient and still for me. You're really a treat to work with. What's that? You find it very relaxing, yeah. A lot of people do find this method quite relaxing. Alright, okay, nothing on that side. Just gonna go through this bit. Okay, let me just see something a second. Just think I might have seen something. I've got some tweezers that I can pick them out with if there's any there. So just gonna pop it in the glass bottle there. I do this because I can tell which one's the breeder. So you have got a few lice. Generally if we find one you will have more, so I collect them in here because I can tell which one is the breeder. So if I do get lucky and find it, then chances are you won't get them come back, but you still need to get them treated. I will write a letter to your parents just to tell them that you do actually need a treatment, okay? Right. Now I know I've got to look for something. I'm going to look carefully. There we are. That's so easy to miss. Okay, let me just get that. There we go. Just going to pop that in the bottle. Alright. So I'm not going to be able to remove every single one of these because now I know you have them. I can send you home on your way, and your parents will have to treat them. But at least I have got a few out of there, and I think the breeder might be in there too, so that's good news because you won't gain it anymore. But it's important that your parents do treat these as soon as you get home, okay? I'll write a letter and a prescription out for you, okay? Don't worry, honestly, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's fine. Let me write that letter. Let me just take my gloves off. Okay. Alright. So, what's your mum and dad's name? Treated herbs. I have attached a prescription that you Alright, so here's your alright, so here's your letter and your description for your parents. Okay, you take that and you make sure they get right onto that. Okay, let me put your hair clips back in that I had taken out earlier. I'm sorry about that, you've got a lot of fringe. Let me take that and put that back in there like that. Okay, so thank you for coming today, and you have a safe journey, and remember to have